everyone. Welcome back to the Team Empire podcast. You're here with your host, Shannon, and I have another awesome guest on for you guys today. He's our newest IFBB Mens Physique Pro, Isaac Newman. Hey, Isaac, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
It's good. Thank you so much for coming on today. I appreciate you coming on.
Thanks for having me.
It's so good. I'm so excited to talk to you because we've been chatting a little bit before we jumped on. So I kind of wanted to get to know you, but I don't really know much about you. So we'll go through it all together. But first of all, your pro card, I can see it. It's so good, man. I'm so excited for you. Congratulations on winning your pro card. How did it feel to win? Were you excited? Were you like shocked? Like what was the feeling?
I was pretty excited, but it was more of a shock than anything. Yeah, there's a lot of talent up there, and like when you're standing with those boys, it's pretty surreal when your name gets called out. Like I kind of just stood there, and I didn't even know how to celebrate until like later in the night when the whole show was over. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty cool.
I love it. And because like I was talking to Chris Tan on the pod as well when he won his, but you weren't even in the middle. Like it's weird when the guys who won weren't in the middle and you're kind of like on the side. And then, but as soon as Mo said this is going to be like a bit of a surprise as to who's winning, because I think a lot of people had their money on a bit of like Akira and Arpai.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
as soon as he said that, it was kind of like, where's it going to go? And then it was like Isaac on the side. So it was really crazy. Were you on like a high for the whole day? Are you still on a high? Are you still stoked? Like, how are you feeling
Yeah,
now?
yeah. It's been a little while.
Mhm.
But I came straight back into work, and I haven't really like set. It took me on the flight home to actually realize like what I'd done, and then as soon as I got back here, it's just straight back into work, and yeah, it's just been busy, but it's something that I still walk in the room and smile about, and yeah, I'm pretty chuffed.
Life goes on though, eh? Like, you just got to get back into life afterwards, straight back to the gym
Yeah,
and all that.
exactly. Yeah, yeah, it's obviously like a big goal and achievement, but it just made me hungry to push for more. Yeah.
Speaking of hungry, what did you eat after the show? Did you, because you're not from Auckland, did you find somewhere to eat like local? What did you end up, or just snacks? What did you have?
Well, like every regional show, like I normally just take like a little treats thing or just like stockpiled up yum stuff that I've kind of gathered throughout the prep. But being up there, we just had an apartment like in the centre, and well, I didn't get off stage till 11 o'clock around about, and so everything was kind of closed. But one of my good mates that was staying back at the apartment, he had like brought like Dunkin' Donuts and Sal's Pizza. Like I've never even had that before, and so that was it was like pretty good. Yeah, I was pretty chuffed.
Yeah. What did you think
Um,
of Sal's Pizza? Did you like it?
yeah, I was kind of just craving volume food, and it's like huge. So like it didn't really bother me about the taste. I just wanted to like eat myself into a coma.
Just get it again. I love it. And then some sweets as well. You're a sweet man.
Yeah, but like I honestly hadn't really prepared for it. Like it was pretty much a shock that I like won my first class. So I actually just kind of planned on like making my way into town after the show, but yeah, by that time it had all finished and everything was closed up. So it was all right. Like I still enjoyed it, but yeah, it was good for what it was.
Yeah,
Um,
long day,
yeah,
man. Such a long day. Hey, so like before we go into your whole journey, I want to know all about you, Isaac. I want to learn about you. But before we do that, how was the show day? Because it was such a long day. Hey, were you there for the national show? Were you watching that? Were you there? Did you break back like 7 meals? Like, how was the day?
um, yeah, it was good compared just referring it to South Islands. It was a run a lot smoother. Obviously there's a bit more travel, but I was kind of a bit more prepared this time. I was there for half of the naturals, and then but we just kind of like hit out back, and me and Dom, we just found a little spot and we just caught up. Yeah, it was good to catch up with him. Um, yeah, I definitely packed a lot of food on. Yeah, fast metabolism, so I can eat heaps.
Oh, lucky boy, damn it. Did it all go to
Yeah.
plan? Though? Was like your day all good? Did anything happen? Like, was there any fuck ups or anything on the day? Or was it pretty smooth?
No, it was quite smooth. I didn't really have any expectation to be honest. So like I wasn't really expecting to anything to go right or wrong. It was just like go with whatever happens. And yeah, the only thing I didn't take was any weights, but like my mates backstage, they yeah, like Chris, he helped me pump up heaps. So yeah, it was that was the only thing that really kind of was in the mix. But other than that, it was pretty straightforward.
Yeah, someone's always got something, out the back. There's always like a couple of
Hmm.
around.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna hit you with some quick fire questions, okay? Just to get to know you a little bit. Where in NZ do you live? Where are you?
So I live in Blenheim, which is the top of the South Island. It's a small town. Yeah, that's tiny. Yeah, it's four
Nice.
gyms. Yeah, it's 5 minutes to get across town. So it's yeah,
Cool
lucky
town.
for me.
Love
Yeah.
it. What do you do for work?
So I'm like a site manager for a joinery company. So we make kitchens, stairs, doors, windows, anything like aluminium or timber, and a glazer as well. So just do a lot of glass work. Yeah,
Nice. Do you enjoy it?
I do now. Yeah, now that I kind of like oversee it. Whereas yeah, I still am on the tools, but it's I just like the accomplishing, like getting the job done, just standing back and being able to see what you've done. Yeah, and obviously when the clients are happy, that tops it off. Yeah.
Nice. I love that. It's so cool. Part about the trade is like seeing the end result. It's like I did that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it. I'm going to throw in random questions from Instagram because Instagram, we've already talked about this, but just for everyone else, like I always put up the Instagram question box for my guests that are coming on, but Isaac got the most crazy, like random, not even bodybuilding
Yeah,
question. It's all good. He's got good friends. They're always out to help him out with some
yeah.
questions. So we'll go through them. They'll start off tame and get more crazy as we go. So the first one was, how old are you and how long have you been competing for?
So I'm 28, and I did my first show in 2019, which was South Island Champs, and then I've just had a couple gap years, like bad off seasons and injuries playing rugby in between. So yeah, I've competed for three seasons, and yeah, over that amount of time until now. Yeah.
And you don't do rugby anymore.
My last game was in March. Yeah. I
Yeah,
played one preseason game this year, and I was like, I need to kind of pick one or the other. So yeah, I just hung the boots up, and yeah, now we just bodybuild. Yeah.
a bodybuilder, pro bodybuilder. So priorities. You competed in both classic and men's physique at nationals. I can't remember if you did that at South Island or not. I do remember you in board shorts at South Island, but I don't really remember. But which one's your favorite? And like, why did you do both? Were you just like keen to try see what you enjoyed?
Um, I kind of started off with classic. That was where I did my debut, and I don't like look down on men's physique at all because I think it brings a whole different perspective and aesthetic to competing. But I kind of like I don't have the biggest legs. Like I can get lean, but my legs like standing next to Tyrone at South Islands, he just always mogs me, and it's quite a laugh. But it is what it is. I still enjoy just getting up there. Like it's like yeah, it is a winning sport, but I just enjoy being up there and trying to see what I can do from previous years or just from my off season to my show day. But if I had to pick one, I mean everyone likes Sebum. Like yeah, I get it. It's like looking like a statue, but I also like Ryan Terry probably a little bit more. Just and it also off the stage, but his physique is like that's like an accomplished physique to me. And yeah, like Chris Bumstead's just next level. Which if I could do both, I'd always do both. But I guess I'm just fitting men's physique, so that's what I'm doing. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
What physique would you like more on yourself though? Like if you could be like CBum, would you be like, oh fuck yeah, I'd rather be bigger, or would you rather be like
Oh,
healed and like
um, I I kind of like C-bums look more, but it's like yeah, if anyone could choose, I'm sure that like yeah, I don't know. I imagine everyone would pick that. Yeah,
for sure. You probably enjoy like that men's physique, they score on legs and stuff now. Like it's kind of cool that that's included. Because do you enjoy training legs and you enjoy like making them bigger?
yeah, yeah. I definitely enjoy training them, and I like I enjoy lifting heavy weights, which I know is not for like a bodybuilder, but I think that it has its like part in building dense muscle. So I like squatting and I like deadlifting. Yeah, I like compound movements. If I didn't train my legs, yeah, I'd probably be semi-depressed. Not in a bad way, but like seriously, like yeah, I think that it like builds your whole physique as a whole. Like it's quite a lot of conditioning for your whole body. So yeah, big believer in that.
That's how it's done.
Yeah. Um, yeah, men's physique. I do like the look. It's just yeah, I think it's completely different. They all hold their own look. So yeah.
Yeah. Were you kind of like, were you hoping to, like, I mean, you probably, no one goes in like, yeah, I'm going to fucking win and clean up or anything. Like, but were you kind of hoping that you won maybe classic over men's fitness or men's physique, sorry, or were you not really worried? You just kind of wanted to go in and do your best?
Um, to be honest, either or was it's not really about which class. Like, well, because now you can compete up and
Yeah.
down. Like you don't have to win a like classic physique pro card to try to compete in classic. So like if I eventually outgrow men's physique, then yeah, I mean, there's so much grow room for my body weight to hit classic that it would be a while. But like if I only really practice like when I do check-ins for myself, I only do classic poses. Like I don't do any men's physique, so it's kind of just a little bit of a fluke, yeah, on the day. Yeah.
I love it. So good because you do great with your posing. So like it looks like
Oh.
you're like on it, you know. So you did a good job. It worked. I mean, I'm not complaining. No one else is complaining. Um, can we go all the way back? I want to know when you started in the gym. Like when did you start training? Or was it for like rugby? Or did was sport first or was the gym first? Tell us
Yeah.
all about that and how that started.
All right. Yeah, so I'm pretty skinny when I don't train. Like I'm like I was like 18 and like sub 70 kilos. Like I was pretty small.
Yeah.
But I was really training at that point. Like I've got six older brothers and one sister, and one of them kind of just took me in and took me to the gym. Well, to this like really small gym in town, and it's doesn't really have any mirrors. Like it's just you just go in there and lift weights and get out of there. And he took me in there, but it was mainly just a bit of a confidence boost. Like I was just a little bit in my shell, and then I started playing rugby, and I couldn't really put on any size, so I'd just lift like I'd just try and get stronger. If I'm going to be small on the field, then I at least want to be strong. Yeah, so I did that for a couple of years, and then it took me until I was over in Nelson playing league that like, and I kept injuring myself that I was like maybe I should give something else a try. And yeah, then I was working one day, and one of my workmates just put me on to Steve Auden, who was like a colleague of his, and yeah, we just started training for the next comp that was lined up, and yeah, there it was. Yeah, so I haven't really been training specifically for bodybuilding that long, but I've trained for a long time. Yeah, yeah,
Nice. I love that. That's really cool. And then obviously, like, yeah, league was all in there as well, but a sport, all of that. Did you do much like I don't know if you will or not, but hopefully you do. But do you do any recovery work? Like, do you do any sort of massage, even foam rolling? Like, what do you do for that sort
yeah.
of
Yeah, I stretch and foam roll. I know it's like the most basic, but yeah, I don't know. I wish I had more like, yeah, there's no excuse. Like I definitely should, and I know the benefits of it. But yeah, I just try and get a quick stretch and then a foam roll and just warm up properly. I think that's the main thing is, yeah, like just warming up. So not
Yeah.
just trying to wrench some weights from A to B. Yeah,
And that'll prevent an injury anyway, so you won't even worry about the rest. Like the warm up can
yeah,
actually more than anything, for sure.
exactly. Yeah. However, like this year I did stretch a lot more, and I think it's shows a lot better in your physique. Like when your muscles ain't as tight, that's so much easier to flex them and like hold it flexed.
Mm-hmm.
That's yeah, that made me realize that like, oh, I probably should like go get cupping or try needling or something on top, like take it a little bit more serious.
Yeah. Now that you're a pro, anyone listening, anyone want to sponsor Isaac for for rehab?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
we're right here. The pod's got a few sponsorships along the way, so don't even doubt it. It'll be coming. So how many shows
and
have you
bad
done?
need.
How many shows have you done in total? Because you 2019 and then you did 3 seasons. So how many shows were there all in there? And which regional was your favorite? Like what year was your favorite? Probably this year, but was there any others that you liked?
Um, no, my favorite was definitely my first one. Yeah, it was 100%. Just like every year is like kind of the same mentality. Like you can't always just turn up wanting to win because you don't know who's going to be standing beside you. Which I just did juniors and classic physique at South Island Champs, and yeah, that's definitely my favorite because that was where I became friends with Dom Finotti. Yeah, he am I allowed to talk about that now?
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, I'll give you a quick story on him. So there's only one City Fitness in Blenheim, and it's the cheapest gym, so it's just always packed. And Yeah, like I always go there religious, and one day this freaking massive massive guy but kind of short walks in the gym, and we just kind of stare each other out and like just carry on, like don't say hi or bye, or we just look at each other and then carry on training. And anyway, I'm over in the corner like deadlifting, and I can see in the mirror that he's watching me, and I look over, and then he was just like, his traps are massive, but he was training them, and he was just wrenching the whole stack, like just shrugging it. I don't know how many reps, but from that day onward, I kind of just like, he became more regular, and we were in the gym more often. And we still never said hi to each other, but we would just look at each other and then carry on training. And then, we'd be in there at the same time and leave at the same time. But I don't know if it's like being shy or like we just knew that there's a bit of competition, but we just like, it was always head to head. And then obviously we were both doing South Island champs, and it was his first year and my first year. And we're like backstage and we're not talking. And then we're kind of like, it was back then bodybuilding, like there wasn't as many competitors. So we kind of had to be around each other. And we ended up competing, and he beat me in classic, but it was, fair and square. Like I knew he was going to, but we're just both getting up there for it. And backstage he actually came over and introduced himself, and like I was too shy to say hello, so I was glad he did first, and then we've just been pretty close since. And
That's cool.
It's pretty cool. So that one's definitely my favorite, just from like the events that came from it. And
I love that.
But so he even came back to my apartment just to chill out after nationals. So
that's cool. And Dom's the man. We love Dom. Everyone loves Dom.
And he's a beast. Like, if I ever want to feel small, I just look at one of his photos.
Oh, stop it. He'll be pissed that you got a pro card before he did then.
Funny thing is that South Island champs this year, because he is obviously winning them back to back, and I was like, man, like the goal of mine that I'd set out was not to win South Island champs, but just to get up on stage this year. And it was good to run into him, and he obviously missed out on that. And I won my first overall, so it was a pretty big thing. And he was like completely happy. He's a good sport. Like, if you lose on the day, you just lose. You just come back better. And we were backstage, and I was holding my medals, and he was like congratulating me, and I started crying because he lost. And he would like looked at me and was like, "What do you do? Why are you crying? Like, like what you just won, like be happy." But I was more upset that like I didn't get the overall photo with him. Like that's literally what I wanted. So the medal was cool, but we had a little bit of a funny laugh backstage. And
it would have been cool if he won, because like, I mean, no one knew Richard was going to come out of nowhere and take it off him.
And he's a real good guy too. Like he's real nice to me. He always offers to help me out, and he just checks in on me. Like, and I don't actually know him that well, but he's a cool guy. It's funny, the bigger guys and the ones that are more experienced, they're always really good sports. Like everyone goes through the same process, and everyone's got stuff happening, so they understand it quite well, and they're just more happy to stand beside one another and see what they can bring.
It's the newer guys that come in here all like, fucking get out of my way.
And like, fair enough. Like it's one of those sports. It is one of those sports, and unfortunately that does come with it. That's you can't avoid it. And to be honest, if you're waking up every morning looking at a goal that you've got that it's you're going to win, then you're not really turning up to come second. So it's just it's out of your control, and that's where I think that's just the little things that like people need to recognize.
And Dom carries it well, eh? Like he wouldn't have been happy about that not winning, but he held it well, and he like presents himself well to other people. I feel like he's a real good role model for that.
Even though we're like really good friends, like I look up to him in a lot of perspectives in that, and like at that. He's just a good dude, like on and off the stage. It's just a shame he lives so far away, because I ain't going down there.
Well, everyone's so far away. Like you're even far away. Like everyone's far away, but it's cool. We can all get together at nationals and stuff. It's always fun.
Exactly.
Question from Instagram: will you go to classic, or will you stay in men's physique?
I'll probably stay men's physique, because there's weight caps in it now, so I've still got quite a bit of grow room in men's physique. Obviously, I'm still trying to grow my legs. And yeah, until I outgrow that class, I'll keep in it, and yeah, until I'm too heavy. And then, I mean, I'll probably be a little bit small to begin with in classic, but I think if I can like nail pose, I personally think it's conditioning over size. A lot of those boys at nationals are bigger than me, and like I still managed to come second in my class, which surprised me as well. But it's just, yeah, it's just shape and how you can actually present yourself. Yeah,
So who knows? Watch the space. You never know where Isaac will go. It's going to start in men's
yeah,
physique.
yeah.
How was your prep between South Island champs when you won overall for men's physique to nationals? Because there was obviously a good few weeks there. I think it was like 5 weeks. Was it all good? Were you like on track, or did you change up your plan heaps? Like, what were you doing within that time?
Um, yeah, my South Island champs was a little bit rough. Um, yeah, like it is what it is. And to be honest, coming over the win there, I was obviously over the moon. But it's when you don't like when you don't bring what you think is your best, it's kind of hard to accept like winning. So I kind of felt a little bit weird about it. But yeah, like I was still happy. After that, like I was obviously self-coached for South Island champs, and my goal was just to get on stage, not to go through to nationals. So it kind of like, I don't know what happened, but when I won, it was like we could probably do all right at nationals. We should go up there. And so I messaged a couple of the judges and just asked for like some honest feedback, like what I could do, and where I could potentially get to. And sorry, they obviously can't say that like, oh, you'll win it, but like a little bit of guidance and how to like pick up an extra point here and there is pretty much what they gave me. And yeah, as for the prep itself, I actually had no idea what I was doing. Like I was kind of just, for a week after the show, I was like tossing and turning if I was going to do nationals, and then Dom was just heavily influencing me. Like you can do well. So were some other boys and my mates. So like, there's no point in stopping. Like, you know, there's only so many regionals, and if you can stand out in them, then just get up there and see what you can do. And so yeah, I kind of just messaged a few people that I thought would be able to give me advice. And yeah, one of them was James. I'm probably going to say his last name wrong, but James Eckroyd. Eckroyd. He's just a competitor as well, and a coach. He is a coach. And he was, yeah, he was real happy to help me and just put together a game plan like for nationals, because I didn't have one. Like I was just pretty much went back to like 3 weeks out, and then I was just trying to dial in again and try and come in a bit leaner. But yeah, on top of like work stress and life outside of competing, it was real good to have him, because he just took care of all of it. Like he didn't change my training as such, but he messed around with my cardio and fluctuated my carbs. And yeah, like we just did performance based results. And obviously if your performance is going up or in the right way, then it kind of correlates to the package you can bring. So yeah, it was all in his hands really. Like it, yeah, I was just putting in the work. He was telling me what to do. Yeah.
Was that nice though? Like after self-coaching yourself to have to like be able to give that to someone else to do?
Yeah, yeah, I was like, to be honest, I've never felt so relieved. Yeah, I felt like to be honest, without him or without a coach, but he was my coach, so it's credit to him. Without his help and knowledge, I don't think I would have been able to come in the way I did or win. Yeah, to be honest, yeah. But
Yeah. Damn, team
yeah,
effort.
yeah, exactly, yeah. And like, there's a lot of people that helped me get here, but he was definitely had a big impact on that. Yeah.
Cool. Thanks, James. You did a good job.
Yeah.
Nice work, you guys together. When you got off the stage, or when you were finished up with your classic physique at nationals, Mo was like, Isaac, you look good in, oh no, you might have finished in your board shorts. I don't know, but he goes, Isaac, you look good in board shorts. Did you take that on as anything? Like, because obviously you won your pro card like literally 10 minutes later. Did you take that as like a sign, or were you just like, oh, he's just giving me a little shout out, likes my booty or something, like, you know?
Yeah. um, I'm kind of like nervous around him, eh?
Everyone
Yeah.
is.
He's a real serious guy. So sometimes I'm like completely listening to him, and then other times I'm like, I just want to get out of his way. um, yeah, it was honestly on stage, like even in my first class, like when I won the first one, just being in the middle, like it kind of just made me feel good. Everyone sort of rushes out, and I'm just like not really about that, eh? Like if you're gonna get switched, you're gonna get switched. So there's no point in gunning it to the middle, because your ego will just get hurt. So yeah, I don't mind starting out on the edges and then slowly getting nudged in. Yeah, it made me feel good, but I didn't expect that at all. It was just like, yeah,
Didn't know.
yeah,
I'll take it, thanks. Because he
yeah,
definitely
exactly.
we were sitting behind Mo and the judges, and he definitely likes you. He was definitely saying a lot of nice things and stuff. So it's kind of good to be on the good side of Mo. Like
Yeah, yeah.
nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. Okay, here's a question. This is just a random one I threw in there, but if you had to put these three things in order from your favorite to your least favorite, how would they go? So your off season, your prep, or your show day, which is your favorite out of those three into your worst favorite?
Uh, my favorite would probably be prepping. Yeah, I actually really enjoy prepping. I don't know why, but anything where like I have a goal or an end date is, yeah, that's what I'm about. Yeah, then maybe my off season. um, I It's kind of hit and miss. They're kind of equal with show day because off season is like I everyone enjoys eating. Yeah, definitely me. Yeah, but I kind of like seeing results and
Mhm.
like visually. So yeah, that's what I'm about. And then show day is just stressful. Yeah, so that's my least favorite. It's yeah, I like it. I enjoy the environment, but the pressure is, yeah, that if you can't contain it, then you definitely show it. So
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely. So how do you pull your confidence out then? Because like you say, you're a little bit of a shy person. Like how do you come out in your boardies or like you're literally the trunks and like hit these poses and like you look really confident and like so how do you do that? Do you just like, I don't know, find a new alter ego or some shit? Like
Yeah, just not. um, yeah, I don't know if you watched my classic routine, my individual one, but I was probably on there for about 10 seconds and then ran off. Yeah, I'm pretty shy, and I I think I just don't practice posing enough or like being in that sort of mindset. So I find it hard to stay in it. Um, I don't mind doing comparisons. That's fine. Um, but I'm not confident. I just smile and I don't know, flex as hard as I can. And yeah, yeah, it's good when the lights are so bright you can't see anyone. But yeah, they weren't like that at nationals. So
yeah, that was
yeah.
different. Yeah, you can see everything. But
Oh,
is that why you like, is it another reason you like men's physique? Because you don't have to do like a full routine and stuff like that. You can just kind of get up there comparisons over.
um, I don't know. Yeah, I've never really thought about that. I definitely like at other shows, I haven't even sent a song in, and I've just played a random song because like I hate the routine. Like I think it's just being like the center of attention. I'm just not used to it. So yeah, I just shy away from it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
get off.
but yeah, yeah, exactly that.
Do
Um,
the bare minimum and you'll be sweet. But you made it work and it was cool. You hit all the mandatories. Job done. Job done.
yeah, exactly. Just do what I need to. Yeah.
That's it. And you got the win. Let's talk about training again for a second. What's your favorite? I know your training's a bit different. Like some people are really like strictly push, pull, legs, all that shit, and you do it a bit of different style. But what's your favorite muscle group to train or favorite day? Or do you like cardio? Like what's your favorite type of training?
Yeah, no, cardio is not a favorite. um, yeah, no, never. I don't do too much cardio to be honest. My favorite muscle group would have to be my hamstrings. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why, but either it's just like my muscle connection or just they burn real well. So yeah, I just really enjoy being able to quite intense and yeah, smash them.
Yeah.
Um, for like a muscle group, anything on my posterior is yeah,
Mm,
yeah, the back of my body is yeah, that's where I like to train. Yeah.
nice.
Um, yeah, I don't know why. I feel like it's just you can't see it, so it's more just like a feeling. So if you can create that, then you can yeah develop real well. Whereas a lot of people will just train like in front of the mirror, and I like yeah, obviously it's a visual sport, but the mirror is not my friend. Like yeah, yeah, yeah,
I love it. What about what about glutes? Do you do glutes? That's per posterior. Do you have a glute day?
yeah. I train it with my hamstrings. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
nice.
So yeah, I know they both do like different biomechanics, but I just smash them together. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good idea. It's what us bikini girls do
Yeah.
sometimes. Like, I mean, if it works, it works. What does your training look different in your off season versus your prep, or is it pretty much kind of the same all the way through? Just change like volume changes or whatever.
So normally I'd just Uh, that's a funny question. This like right now, I've just started a new split with James, but for for my prep this year, and most of last year, I did the exact same training, which I know is like not really that specific, but I just think I haven't really reached my like genetic potential. So training a specific way, I'd rather just hit my whole body and let it develop the way it wants. And then wherever I sit, I'll kind of adapt from there. Like now that I've hit men's physique, I'll probably try and just bring up like the areas that need to. And because I'm definitely not a complete physique, it was just lucky on the day. I honestly did the same training program for a year and a half and just played with my diet. And it seemed to work. And then now we've kind of changed it a little bit more. Now it's a little bit more specific, but hopefully it'll just grow me fill out in the areas that I need to. I think diet is way more important than training.
Yeah, you can train all you want, but you're not going to grow or shred if your diet's fucked, eh?
yeah, exactly. So that was where James came in. Yeah.
Nice one, James. There he goes again. Get a little credit for that. He's doing good. How often do you train abs, if ever?
Never. Yeah. I think I'm pretty lucky. That's just genetic there. I just do a lot of functional training, Like I don't wear a belt or anything. I just free weights and just definitely make sure I'm engaging my core. I think I did 2 ab days this year just to like see if I could get a pump. Just to see the difference.
Abs are crazy. They're like your next question. You might see it right now, but it's crazy. Your abs are so symmetrical and they just pop right out. It's like you've fucking spray painted them on. Like, how would you not train that? It's not fair. What about the rest of us?
That's like one question that I can't even answer. Like a lot of people were like, "What do you do for your core?" And I'm like, nothing. Like they're just they're not strong. Like if someone took me for an ab day, I'd definitely I'd be on the worst end.
Need to be strong. They can just look good. And that was your next question from Instagram anyway. Someone said, can Isaac grate a block of cheese on his abs?
What am I even meant to say to that?
They're not functional. No. They're just there.
They're just there. Don't touch them. They're just there to look at.
Come on, guys. Come on. Settle down. There was a few Instagram questions there a little bit crazy, so we're going to go through them all. But one of them was normal. So if you could only train 2 exercises for the rest of your life, what would they be? Just 2.
Probably like deadlifts and lunges. No, I like the most full body. So
good choice. But
I don't want to. Hey,
because that would just be terrible. Only 2, like I would just not start.
Exactly. That would...
There you go, guys. Okay, another one. Instagram question. Fuck, marry, kill. This is the first time I've had a fuck, marry, kill. I think I might add into all of my podcasts from here on out. Might be appropriate for the married ones, but it's okay. So Megan Fox, Kim Kardashian, and Margot Robbie. Do you know who those girls are first?
I had to Google who Margot is.
Oh, but you know.
Yeah. Right? I know who she is, but I didn't know her name.
Okay, what's your order?
Are they allowed to be in like their prime?
You could just
like now it would be so different.
Transformers Megan Fox, of course.
Exactly. I'll probably marry Transformers Megan Fox. I don't think you can beat her. Kim Kardashian's bunda is pretty massive. So unfortunately, Margot would get killed, and
Margot, the blondie's gone.
And
sorry, Barbie. You're like Ken too, so that would have worked out really good, you know.
No.
Anyway, you guys are weird for asking questions like that, but I do love it though, so that's cool. We'll take it.
Can you answer that as well? Are you allowed to answer that?
Ooh. I'd be like you, but I don't like Kim Kardashian. She can go to the bottom. Her ass is fake. I'm here for the real natty ass. So she's down the line for me. I'm not for surgery.
Fair.
And you've got to have a blonde in there, you've got to spice it up. All right, so okay, you've kind of already told me the answer to this next question, but I do want to know more anyway. But like, what were the men's physique guys like backstage this year? I've not talked to many of you guys, so I want to know, like, are the guys being good, or was it a bit like game day? Like, what was it like backstage at all your shows?
So like at tanning, they're all, well, you never know what everyone's doing, so you kind of get to know everyone. And most of the guys that I ran into there, they were pretty good. Backstage, to be honest, I wasn't sitting with any men's physique guys. I was with like Chrissy, like classic Chris, Dom, James Crankendong. Yeah, sorry if I said that wrong. I was like with him, Philip. Yeah, so I wasn't really amongst them. Probably just because I do classic as well, so I always hang out with the guys that I know. However, on stage and like when we were lining up, they were all nice guys. Pretty friendly, but not really smiling. But like obviously everyone's going to be quite nice, but everyone's there just to win. So well, not to win, but I mean, you don't want to come fourth or fifth or whatever. So yeah, they were pretty nice. And afterwards, they were all real. Yeah, like Akira, I've never met him before, but he came up and he told me that I was unbeatable on the day, which is quite nice. And same as Apai, I never met him. I actually just came across his page after Wellington champs. It was like I just seen his physique and I was like, why am I even competing? It was like seeing that was a big eye opener. Because I've gone against Joey and someone Tifa, and to be honest, they're literally like the same as well, like tall, and I don't know how small their waists are, and their arms are out the gate huge. So it was, he was real nice too. He came back and congratulated me. So did Casey. I've met Casey before. He's a good guy. Yeah, all of the guys that I was against, or even like when I won my card, everyone was quite they're genuine. So I couldn't say anything bad about any of them, mate. Yeah.
And again, it's like the guys who have competed longer, they generally have the respect, hey? They just know how it works.
Yeah. And they're that's the first time I've won that you only win one pro card, and that's obviously the first overalls that I've won for a regional. But I don't think you should see like coming second or third or whatever you place as like a negative thing, because that just means like you just got to bring up and come back better. It's not, you're not like, doesn't mean you're not good. You're still better than everyone else that isn't on stage. It's just they're all good guys.
Yeah. Man, it's good to hear. It's just good to know, to see what the guys are like. If you didn't win your pro card this year, do you reckon you would have come back next year?
So that was my original goal. I was actually going to stop at South Islands this year, because we hadn't planned on taking out the overall. So my goal was just to kind of build like a platform to sort of have an off season to try and be competitive next year. So winning the South Islands was like obviously a big tick, and then going up to Auckland and even like winning my first class, even coming second at Classic, like even coming second to like the guys that I sort of aspired to be, was a win for me, let alone taking the pro card. So now it's just we kind of just got to fast forward a little bit and make a bigger game plan.
Now that you're a pro, speaking of, and you hate posing, we don't love it, but now you've got to do a super long posing routine now that you're a pro. It's got to be like 45 seconds or something like that. It's really long. It's always slow. You probably know because like you watch Ryan Terry, all the guys, but like, are you a little bit nervous about that? Or are you going to hire someone to help you with that, or like get your coach to help you or something like that?
To be honest, if James like knew how to men's physique coach, I'd obviously use him. Pose. But we had a bit of a laugh about that because the check-ins I was sending him were just like, a classic side chest and back double bi and anything classic. So, I do look forward to like building some momentum and being able to present my package for a bit longer and like slow down, not just get up there and like pretend that I've just got to, tense real hard and then get off. I should definitely work on slowing down and taking a moment. And so I probably will hire a posing coach, as I think it's being a pro, like you actually have to take it that next level. And I think it's just the standard, like the benchmark that you should be doing to be at that level is, at least be practicing posing in and out of the gym and doing posing sessions. It's just, yeah, now that I'm there, I realize like how much more I should actually be doing. Yeah, I definitely will get comfortable posing.
Get comfortable being uncomfortable kind of thing. It's one of those ones, hey, but the more
Yeah,
you do it, the
exactly.
better you can be at it, right?
Yeah, like I try to make a routine for my classic, like backstage, and yeah, you've seen what happened. So yeah, yeah,
You did great, Isaac. Leave it alone. You did awesome. I didn't even record it, and I was filming everything, so you're lucky I didn't put it on
I know
YouTube.
that's good. Yeah, that's good.
It could have happened. I don't know. Did you watch Olympia last year? And what were your thoughts on Ryan Terry winning again? Is he like your favorite kind of men's physique dude up there?
Um, yeah, I did. I watched it on your stream. I think it was. Yeah, yeah. Because I haven't really yeah, I'm a bodybuilder, but I never really dipped into the whole industry of it. So it was just a hobby as such. So yeah, I have watched the Olympia like previous years, and to be honest, when he was about to retire like last year, it was like I look up to Ryan Terry quite a lot because he's not the biggest guy. He just has a complete position. Well, yeah, he's obviously the best at the moment. So I just kind of aspire to be like him. And there's a couple of other boys that are up there that I do like, but I kind of like his style, like the way he poses, and he just presents himself real well. Yeah, like he definitely deserved it. Yeah, yeah. I only really watch them. Like I'm not a hater, but I don't really watch the girls posing the girls side of the Olympia. Unless I know them. Yeah, unless they're from here or yeah. But I do. I mean, if I could like be next to him one day, that would be pretty cool. Yeah. They
Awesome.
yeah.
And what about Sebum retiring? Are you gutted as the rest of everyone, or are you just like, man, it's time for something else?
Um, like I like him, and he is a favorite like of mine as well as everyone else's probably. But I think like I can't Mike the guy that came second. I
Mm.
think if like I'm obviously not a pro judge, but I think if Sebum stayed in long enough, like he'll eventually beat Sebum. Yeah, I think he would. Just it's just the way his body's shaped. It's you can't like you obviously you can grow your muscles and whatnot, but eventually you'll just grow into the open class. And
Mhm.
Sebum's obviously like capping classic physique, so that guy's still got a little bit of grow room, and I think he could just out angle him on certain angles. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So as
Well,
yeah,
look
yeah,
good.
as for retiring, like it's probably good for him. Like I like the sport, but I kind of respect the process of what the athletes go through way more. So that the show day is just the end result, and it's like how much time has he actually put into the sport, and he could be investing. He's got a family, so he could be investing his time elsewhere a lot more. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was so hard to win that many times in a row. Like you never
Oh
have
yeah,
a
yeah,
bad.
and it's yeah, exactly. Like he's working his ass off like for how long of the year to have 1 week off post show, and then he's just going straight back into it. So good on him. Yeah, yeah.
He's got his wife to cook all his meals and stuff. He's lucky anyway. He's got a
Yeah, yeah,
maid.
yeah. Lucky for some. Yeah,
Yeah, lucky for some. That'll be you one day, man. You'll be fine. You're just gonna be working on
yeah,
it.
yeah. One day.
One day we'll jump back on the pod when that happens and we'll chat about it. Oh yeah, I've got to ask, what's next for you? Because obviously everyone wants to know. And that was an Instagram question too. But I know it's all fresh and everything, but do you want to compete as a pro next year? Do you want to take a year off? Have you had any thoughts about that stuff yet?
Um, yeah. So it was. Yeah, I definitely have given it a good thought. I would have actually competed at Mo's Muscles this year, but just with life, and
Mm.
I kind of want to like. I'm not going to use that as an excuse, but much like nationals, my prep was only really designed for South Island, and like Mo did message me asking if I was competing at his competition. I just like pretty much gave him the same text, but it was just I kind of want to make my pro debut, not just a debut, but I really want to make my prep designed around that show specifically. So I didn't just want to like extend my prep from South Islands to nationals and then nationals to Mo's Muscles, and like yeah, maybe I could have come in a little bit leaner or posed a little bit better, but I really want to like have myself like peaking just for that show. So yeah, it was a kind of, I'd rather finish this bodybuilding year on like a massive high, which I have, and I'm happy with where I've come from and where we're at. But next year, I'll definitely compete. I kind of like, it's always been something I've wanted to do. It's just a matter of time, and obviously having the right people around me to get me there. But it's just like I feel like I could bring in a year, like a proper year. Like you've seen my Instagram post, and I was like blowing out at the start of the year. Like I'm not in any shape, so kind of like having this as my start of my off season to get ready would hopefully be able to make some massive improvements.
Nice.
So next year I'm pretty excited for.
So probably like most muscles, like if there was one in New Zealand, obviously you'd compete here, right?
So I do. I do want to do most muscles, but I really want to try and compete overseas as well. So I'm just, my cap's like, I think I can be like 3-ish kilos heavier. So if I can just put on a little bit of size and obviously come in like the same conditioning, if not better, and like in the time frame, I might try and go overseas, but I'll definitely be, I don't really class myself as a pro until I've competed as one. So right now, to me, I'm just the best amateur in New Zealand for men's physique. Yeah.
Look at it. I love that, actually. It's kind of true. You're not a pro until you've done a pro show, right?
Yeah, exactly. And like a lot of the New Zealand pros, they did message me and were like, oh, like it would be cool to be against you. And like, it's not really sad news to me because I'll get there. But those boys have had experience up there, and they've obviously had a prep designed for that show. And it was just I wasn't mentally like over it. I probably could have, but I just wanted to have my mental set on that as such. Yeah.
Did you see the other guys that competed at Mo's, like the men's physique pros and stuff, like just from, I don't know, Instagram clips? Because I'm sure you probably were. But did you see how crazy they were?
100%. They're all like, next level. And everyone says that, like, wow, a lot of the guys were saying that the New Zealand, like a couple of the boys that are men's physique pros were saying, like, they realized how much better they need to be to compete overseas. But I don't really think like the gap's not as big as they think. They're there. They're big. They maybe like a couple of them, it's just posing, to be honest. Not everyone's like, I personally don't think I have the smallest waist, and it's just mimicking your shoulders to bring that in. And I think they can do it. It's just I reckon it's more of a conditioning game. And obviously your aesthetics come into it, obviously a big play, but it's, no one's really getting up there at 100 kilos for men's physique. So like, there's no point in trying to outsize everyone when they're just going to come in more grainy or more detailed. So that's how I look at it. Whereas like, I think they all could be contending for it. It's just coming in leaner.
You're so, I reckon it's 100% what it is. Like there's those tiny little tweaks, and it's I think it should be nothing more than just motivating, just to be around those pros and like, this is the level, so I'm going to do it. Why wouldn't that just like feed your fire kind of thing?
And like I would, to be honest, I was actually contemplating going up there and just watching it. Like like it was just like, obviously it would make me want to compete, but my comp season was definitely done. But like I do want to be in that environment, and I feel like it's even though I'm not, obviously wouldn't have been competing with them, but just being around them and like just everyone's got their own mindset, and if you're around the right people, then you can kind of grow off it. And
100%. Do you think you'll announce when you decide you're going to do a show, or do you think you might just kind of keep it to yourself sort of thing and just like roll with it?
No, I think I'd probably announce it this time. It's a pretty big thing for me. Like competing this year wasn't as well. It's big, but it was more just a stepping stone. So I didn't really tell too many people. Like my close friends knew, but I honestly just kept it undercovers. But I imagine James would probably want to chuck it up there and create some, not even hype around it, but just I would like to do it. I would like to like expose it out there for him, his sake, because he's still up and coming, and like he's a competitor too, but he is a coach and he's fresh, like he's new to it, but he obviously knows what he's talking about and he's got a lot of support around him. So yeah, I believe that, yeah, with his help, like it would be pretty cool to go overseas and see what we can do. Yeah. Yeah.
It's exciting. I can't wait to see what you do next.
Yeah.
Actually, talking about your transformation, you touched on it just a second ago. You posted on Instagram. If you guys haven't gone and seen it, go and have a look. I was like, what? Is this the same dude? What is he talking about? It's crazy. From March till now, you must have like insane discipline. Are you like super strict, or do you like fuck up your diet here and there? Like, do you drink alcohol? Like, how do you stay so good?
Um, Honestly, everyone's capable. I believe so. I'm not, I'm just another guy that has a dream of doing what they want to do. So I don't think that my dedication is any better than anyone else's. And to be honest, I don't really have like that much motivation around me. There's one other bodybuilder in Glenham, so it's like, you're going into a gym where there's just casuals. But yeah, my transformation kind of did blow me away. Like I was, at the start of the year, like I've just had a rough like year in 2023, and then I was still like going to festivals at the start of this year, and then yeah, it just kind of clicked that I should probably sort myself out. And that photo that I chucked up was like, oh yeah, I was actually real hesitant to post it, but chucked it up there anyway. And yeah, it's just discipline and knowing like for South Island, it was all self. Well, it wasn't all self done. Like Steve Alden did help me at the start, which yeah, I can't credit it all myself. He was a part of it. Yeah, it's not so much like having freak genetics or anything. It's just applying yourself when you need to, and having a set date. That's what I find is the easiest part about bodybuilding is like I know when I can go and just eat out. I don't really drink as such, but I definitely eat. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, it's the easiest part is just setting a goal and yeah, just sticking to it. It's like breaking it down is the easiest part. You're not going to set that you're going to win and then do nothing in between to make yourself win. So yeah.
I like it. Super simple. Just got to get it done, guys. That's how it's done. That's it. That's all it takes. How's your mental health been post show? And like, how's your reverse diet and stuff? Are you like, do you handle post show okay, or does it like, do you take a bit of a hit?
The only really mental that it plays with is not competing. I don't really find it like it doesn't really like make me on a low or anything because like I still plan on competing again. But just having that like routine, you wake up, like I've got a bike beside my bed, so I just jump on that, and it's just having that routine and having things that I'll tick off daily. That is what takes a hit. Yeah, it's my mental's fine. I did kind of eat out a bit while I was up in Auckland, like the day or two after. But my food's like my last calories was probably like just over 3,000. So I'm never really starving. Yeah. And like like a high carb diet definitely works well for me. So yeah, I can't complain. I know a lot of people go through a lot harder preps than I do. Like for South Islands, the max cardio I was doing was like 20 minutes, and then yeah, like daily. Yeah, so I'm pretty like blessed in there. So it wasn't really a chore. But Brooke James, he helped me come in a lot leaner, and we did a lot more cardio, but it also meant that I could eat a lot more. So yeah, it was like I don't mind working hard to get the rewards on the other end. So
100%.
It doesn't really affect me too much. Yeah. I just look forward to the next one. It's yeah.
Nice. I love it. Bring the calendar out. We want to know what's happening next. I want to see it. I want to see the New Zealand calendar and then international calendar, because then you can it's just nice to see what's happening. So
oh yeah,
I'm excited for it. And we're supposed to have the 212 Pro show for New Zealand next year, as well as like normal Mo's Muscles. So who knows what will happen. It'll be exciting to see. It's always fun to watch.
It's like it's from when I first started like in 2019 bodybuilding, it's definitely grown a lot. And even if it's just like first timers or novice competitors, like it's just so good to see, because like you can see when someone's proud of themselves, and that's what I like about the sport. Yeah.
It's cool day, yeah. Seeing the
end. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, Isaac, that's pretty much everything I've got for you. I think we covered almost everything. I'm pretty sure. Do you have any sponsorships? Are you sponsored by anyone at the moment?
Um, nah, nah. Yeah, I've just maybe my friends like they kind of help me out. Like, they jump in and give me like a little bit of cash deposit here and there if I need it. But as for sponsors, nah, I'm not sponsored. I mean, who wouldn't want to be? But then again, I don't really put myself out there to be sponsored. Like I obviously would if I could, but yeah, I find it's just yeah, I kind of haven't really like dipped into it that far. Yeah, I would if I could. Yeah, but I honestly like wouldn't even know where to start. Yeah, I wouldn't
Yeah,
even know where to start. Yeah.
it's tricky,
Um.
hey. But if someone like reached out to you about supplements or like, I don't know, active wear or whatever, you'd probably roll with that.
Oh yeah, yeah, 100%. Yeah, like I kind of like to just help people out. So I mean, if I could chuck a t-shirt on and look good for someone, and if it made their brand better, then yeah, 100%. Sups, yeah, like I would happily do it. It's just yeah, obviously living in Blenheim, it's like a small town, so the exposure is like limited. I mean, there's no supplement store here, put it that way. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um.
it's supposed to
Yeah.
happen.
So, yeah, but I would if yeah if the opportunity came up, then yeah, I probably would. Yeah.
Nice. All right, guys listening out there, he's got an 8-pack, so like quickly jump on him now while he's still hot. He's not even 30. He's young. He's great. Telling you up, eh? I'm so excited. I just can't wait to see what you do next. And like I said, I haven't really seen you much until this year. I haven't really been on the radar of it all. I'm more on the bikini, obviously, the ladies. But it's just been really good to like get to know you, have a chat, see what you're up to, see what you're going to do next. It's been really awesome. Thank you so much for your time, Isaac. It's been good to chat.
No, it's yeah, the pleasure's mine. It's yeah, good to actually talk and yeah, just learn about you all and myself too. Yeah.
To talk about bodybuilding for an hour, like there's nothing more that we want to do, really.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I love it. Can I get you back on when you are like maybe about to go do your pro show, or maybe after? Can I get you on again?
Yeah, yeah, fully. Yeah, I'll probably be a little bit more comfortable. Yeah.
It'll be
Yeah,
this
I'll happily do it. Yeah, I'll happily do it.
nice.
But,
Okay, cool. Thank you so much for that. Is there anything else you want to say before we wrap it up?
um, can I just shout out like a couple of my mates that
Absolutely.
like help me? Probably my mum first. She's my number one. She normally comes to like my competitions and she's like 40 something kilos, but she just screams. So yeah, it's quite funny having her there. But yeah, she's yeah my number one. So I'd probably shout her out first. Parfity, you probably don't know him, but he came to both my shows this year, and he's just one of my schoolmates that yeah he I've somehow influenced him to start coming to the gym. So yeah, yeah, like not bodybuilding, but just yeah getting out there. One of my good mates from here, he is like my training partner here and there, but is just Curtis. Yeah, I'm obviously not going to say his last name, but yeah, he's a good guy. And then my my friend's like dad, his name's Lane, and his little brother Joey, they came to my Christchurch show, so it was quite cool. And he actually yeah gave me a lot of confidence to carry on and go up to Auckland. And then just yeah, all my mates that compete, obviously. Dom is probably yeah the biggest one. He's my rival, but one of my best mates. So yeah, and maybe my work for putting up for me. Yeah, they do a lot for me. So yeah,
There's a lot, eh? There's so much that goes
yeah,
into competing, eh? No one ever thinks about it all.
yeah, exactly, and probably just the IFBB as well for yeah, obviously hosting it all so we can live our dreams and do what we want to do. So yeah, thanks to Mo. Um, that's probably it. Yeah, yeah,
Nice. Well, thanks, Isaac. Well, we'll chat again, of course, on the pod when you do your show. So I'm so excited.
yeah,
But just for now, go and enjoy yourself for summer and try to not eat too much food because you're
yeah.
going to eat again. But I'm sure you'll just absolutely smash it. And it's just really good to chat. And to everyone else who's listening, don't forget to like and subscribe to all that stuff. You can catch Isaac in the description. I'm going to put his link for his Instagram, all that stuff. So follow him, go check him out, give him a sponsorship, all those things. And thank you, Isaac. We'll talk to you again soon, okay? Have a good one.
Yeah, sweet as thanks. See
Bye.
ya.